Bridgerton fans were immediately taken with the deliciously frothy high society drama and instrumental versions of Billie Eilish's songs in the Netflix TV series. If you can't get enough of Bridgerton and you're eagerly awaiting the next season, watch this video to the end as I suggest some shows like Bridgerton for you to watch while you wait for season 3. Watch this video to the end. Coming at number 12 on the list is Sanditon. Bridgerton was widely discussed when it first came out for being a pulpier version of Sanditon, based on Jane Austen's final unfinished novel. The Regency-era drama follows Charlotte, Rose Williams, as she moves to Sanditon, a small seaside village. There, she meets Sydney, Theo James, with whom she immediately clashes in true Austenian fashion. Die-hard Bridgerton fans will adore the myriad of reasons the show is so captivating, from its paramour plot twists to the sensual romance. Additionally, James's bewitching performance as Sydney adds an alluring layer of brooding mystery. It's no secret that after Bridgerton aired, the PBS series Sanditon experienced a considerable increase in popularity, which saved it from being canceled. Now at number 11 is Harlots. You could make Harlots your next watch if you're a stickler for the Bridgerton period, but are looking for something a bit more gritty. The series focuses on Margaret Wells, Samantha Morton, a brothel owner and mother of 2 daughters who moves her business to a posh part of London in an effort to attract richer clients. Harlots is compelling for its depiction of a female business owner's struggle to maintain her own establishment in the face of competition from a rival madam who runs an upper-class brothel. There's plenty of scandal and rivalry, but Harlots is also fascinating for the way it normalizes work. Next at number 10 is The Pursuit of Love. 100 years after the events of Bridgerton, people in England are still starved. Amazon Prime Video's The Pursuit of Love is a 3-episode miniseries written and directed by Emily Mortimer that stars Lily James and Emily Beecham as cousins and best friends who come of age between the world wars. They share everything with each other, from their hopes and dreams to drooling over boys together, despite their wildly different personalities. The Pursuit of Love, like many recent period pieces, especially Bridgerton, is infused with modern viewpoints and fast-paced life. Andrew Scott's character is introduced as if he's the second coming of David Bowie, as well as an out-of-date soundtrack featuring New Order, T-Rex, and more. While The Pursuit of Love doesn't have quite the intensity of Bridgerton, the emotions are still there. Next at number 9 is The Cook of Castamar. On paper, at least, the new Spanish series The Cook of Castamar, which premiered on Netflix in July 2021 after airing in its native country earlier that year, is the most comparable to Bridgerton. Both series are set in the days of wigs and magnificent clothing. Castamar takes place in 1720 Madrid, while Bridgerton occurs in 1813 London, and both are extremely raunchy. Lust is a favorite pastime for its wealthy, privileged characters. In The Cook of Castamar, a duke who has lost his wife and is grieving finds comfort in a new cook who starts working in the manor's kitchen. She's an agoraphobe. She's scared of crowds and open areas, so there's hope they'll have sex inside. While the sex in The Cook of Castamar is plentiful, there's a lot less actual new. So if that's what you're looking for, you might leave unsatisfied. Next at number 8 is The Great. If you're a fan of Bridgerton's unconventional humor, then you'll love Hulu's latest series, The Great. The show is written by Tony McNamara, who also penned the screenplay for the Academy Award-nominated film The Favorite. It tells the story of young Catherine the Great, Elle Fanning, as she arrives in Russia to marry Peter III, Nicholas Hoult. However, when her expectations of a luxurious royal life are dashed, she hatches a plan to overthrow him and take control herself. It's not quite as steamy as Bridgerton, but it's a lot more hilarious, especially with Holt as the spoiled doofus bro emperor. Now at number 7 is Outlander. If corsets and puffy shirts and the process of ripping them off in a fit of lust get your motor revving, then Star's Outlander is hard to top. When the series debuted in 2014, fans were frantic to to see pure chunk of hunk Jamie Fraser, Sam Heughan, a Scottish Highlander from the 1740s, embrace World War II nurse Claire Randall, Katrina Balfe, and reenact cover shots from romance novels that you see at airports. Isn't it amazing what you can find when you look for something else? The novel begins during World War II and follows its main characters as they navigate their personal lives while also fighting against tyranny on an international scale. Yes, Outlander also includes time-traveling sci-fi into the mix, as Claire and Jamie's relationship cannot be contained by the space-time continuum. As of the time of this video, Starz has all of the series thus far, while Netflix has earlier seasons. Next, at number 6 on the list is Gossip Girl. The plot of Bridgerton is rife with scandal and ladder climbing, but the voiceover from the nameless Lady Whistledown, Julie Andrews, ratchets up pearl clutching by feeding town gossip in the form of a newsletter that chronicles all the lasciviousness and comings and goings of high society, keeps it all chugging along. Her ability to influence the events on screen resembles that of the CW's Nosy Parkerson, a tittle-tattle who ran a blog chronicling wealthy Manhattan high school socialites' inner workings. It was intelligent of Bridgerton to take after the Gossip Girl structure, as it heightens suspense by putting pressure on the characters to do well, while also giving a hint of mystery in figuring out who is narrating. If you're into that kind of thing, Gossip Girl is definitely worth watching too, since it made its young cast, Blake Lively, Leighton Meester, Penn Badgley, Chase Crawford, Ed Westwick, and more, famous. Coming in at number 5 on the list is Vanity Fair. In addition to Jane Austen, other authors have had a significant influence on the Bridgerton family. William Makepeace Thackeray lampooned British high society in his 1847 serial Vanity Fair, which was later adapted into Amazon Prime Video's 2018 7-episode series of the same name. Vanity Fair focuses less on and more on the challenges faced by aspiring members of the elite, as Olivia Cooke stars as Becky Sharp, a very clever and charming young lady who destroys every preconceived notion about what a woman should be at the time by elbowing her way to the top. Undoubtedly, Cooke is excellent in the role. However, things become awkward for Becky when her heart gets in the way, thanks to Tom Bateman's leading man. Now at number 4 is Dickinson. If you're a fan of Bridgerton and are looking for another period piece drama to watch, then check out Apple TV Plus's Dickinson. The show's protagonist, Emily Dickinson, played by Haley Steinfeld, aspires to become a famous writer, but is constantly pushed by her traditional parents, Toby Huss and Jane Krakowski, to settle down and pursue domestic life instead. The timeless narrative and settings are updated with modernity through contemporary music, full-on blasting tracks, not the undercover string quartet covers that Bridgerton did, and dialogue. They didn't say stoked back then, giving it a new layer of paint in a genre that is typically for the ancient. Even more crucial, Wiz Khalifa appears as Emily's love interest, Death. Next at number 3 is Gentleman Jack. The HBO period drama Gentleman Jack depicts love and sexuality from a different perspective than many other shows set in 1800s England. The show's protagonist, Anne Lister, is played by Saran Jones. Lister was a real historical figure who owned land and factories. She is also a lesbian and falls in love with her fellow landowner, Anne Walker, Sophie Rundle. She documents their courtship through a series of cryptic messages that only she can decode. The first season premiered on HBO in 2019, and the second and final season arrived earlier this year in 2022. Now at number 2 is Poldark. If you're seeking sweeping romance with British accents, PBS's Poldark, which features endless sunsets, waves crashing on numerous rocky shores, and horseback rides along numerous beaches, is the place to go. If it's a ridiculously attractive guy wearing nothing but his jockstrap out of the water that you desire as well, Poldark has that covered. In the series, now on its 5th season, Captain Ross Poldark returns home to Cornwall after being believed dead in the Revolutionary War. Upon his return, he moves swiftly to rebuild his life as he finds new love and more more reasons to take his shirt off. The series is based on Winston Graham's novels and stars Aidan Quinn. Finally, at number 1 is Scandal. If you're looking for a Shonda Rhimes show that's full of twists and turns, then look no further than Scandal. Starring Kerry Washington as a fixer with her own crisis management firm, the show follows her affair with the governor, Tony Goldwyn, which gets even more complicated when he becomes president of the United States. With all the shocks and suspense you could ask for, plus a little bit more murder and political scheming, Scandal is sure to keep you entertained from beginning to end. So guys, that's all the shows like Bridgerton to watch. While you wait for Season 3, we have for you today. Be sure to leave your thoughts in the comments section, and kindly like and share this video if you enjoyed watching it. We'd also appreciate it if you subscribed to our channel and hit the notification bell. And as a reward, you'll get the freshest entertainment news from around the globe. Thanks for watching.